Good afternoon, this is David Wendell.
And this is Dew.
And we're Bushcraft on Fire, and we'd like to welcome you to another video. Today, Dew and I are just out in the woods. We're walking around, and we thought we'd gather some pine pitch and show you where it grows. So stay with us, and we'll show you that in just a few seconds. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch our videos and for your continued support. Join us out on www.bushcraftonfire.net or on Facebook at facebook.com/bushcraftonfire. Alright, we found a white pine here. You can look up there and see the pine. It's a pretty nice white pine. You can see the radial spokes which show it's typical pine. And this one has a cut in it. Somebody looks like they took and wrapped a wire across it, or they hit it with the chainsaw at one time. But it appears that there's some good pitch coming out from that, and a couple of branches off the top. So Dew's going to get in there and gather some of that and see what he can get for us. And you can see it's sticky and it's hard. Because of the nature of these trees here in the south, there's going to be some bark and different things in it when we peel it off. So we'll have to purify it once we get home. You just do that by double boiling it, or by boiling it into on a rock or something like that. But all that pure white is pitch. It looks like good stuff. How's that coming off there, Dew?
Yeah, it's coming.
Now you gotta find this on most trees that you look for. Again, here in the south, tends typically not to be near as much sap as there is up north. Up north, we used to have trees that would just have huge globules, and you could just pull the whole globule off in just a minute or two. This is a little bit more digging, but still the same stuff, and it's worth its weight in gold. Now Dew's just gathering onto a paper bag. It's what we had with us. You might have a handkerchief or a bandana with you. You could try and gather into that. I'm gonna get around the other side here so we can see what Dew's doing. Of course, this pitch can be used for tons of things out in the bush, from medicinal purposes to covering fletchings on arrows and all different things that you would need to waterproof. You can even use it as a type of a wilderness glue. So pitch is a very good thing to have. It's a good thing to know about. And we're going to hit another spot of this tree in just a minute. See what we can get off of there. Now you can see the Dew's got some good pitch there. You can see how it's milky on the inside and hard on the outside. And that's what you're looking for. That'll melt down just nicely. You'll be able to get a good amount of pitch out of that. Again, this is not to the extreme that some northern trees are at, but it's what we have, and you make do with what you have.
Alright, we moved to another tree, and there's a branch that had been taken off of it. And right here in the crotch between this branch and the tree is a lot of needles that are sticking, so I'm guessing there's some pretty good pitch in there.
Oh yeah, there's some good stuff there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's some good thick pitch. There we go.
Now we're
You just got to keep working, guys. Keep looking. Sooner or later your search will pay off. And remember, out in the bush, it's all about preparation. When you find this stuff, you want to gather it. And then you'll have it. Put it away in something. Now you can see that good thick pitch coming off of there now. Alright, now one of the things that we found was a little knot that was in here, and Dew's going to try and rip that out. And I'm thinking, that's a little rotten, but it might have some good fatwood in it. This is a kind of area you look for fatwood, because with all that rosin on there. We're on private property with permission of the owner. If we were out in the bush, we'd probably try and pry this big old branch off of here, and have an awful lot of fatwood right there. That's where you're typically going to find the fatwood, guys, where these branches come off, where they've died, and the sap comes up to heal the tree there. All around this pocket we're finding a real good supply of pitch. I do give them a close-up there of that bag when you get that out of there. Now you guys can notice that we've got a lot of bark and different things in there. That's okay, because when we boil this down, that pitch will melt right off of there and the bark will settle out. So you don't want to throw that stuff away. There's a lot of usable pitch there.
And the bark, we'll suck some of the pitch in and do good first.
Okay, this is a typical branch. This one's a little cracked, so I'm just gonna rip that off of there and show you what we're talking about. You got that in there, dude?
Yeah.
See all that fatwood in there, guys? That's where that sap comes down inside of those branches when they die. Let's see if we can get you a close-up here of the branch. You see all that in there? If we had a machete, we could go in here and dig all this out, get a whole lot of fatwood. We don't need it today, so we're not too worried about it.